Right, welcome back. So, oh Jesus, that one was standing there already. Give it.
Never should have come here.
Ah, what bad luck.
I'll let you live. This
Yo.
Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a
Yeah,
wanted
here's the
man.
gold.
I can make all your problems done. Now move along
protect yourself
before you
right.
get me in trouble.
Yeah. I found a piece of guild armor in the guild hall there. So I'll exchange that with Nelia when we get back.
Everything all right?
You've been a good friend to me. That means
The
something.
throne suits me, don't you think?
Yes, but I'd like to talk to you about Volb's debt.
Vald? Why would you want to help that idiot? He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer.
Can I inquire what he did?
A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick.
Why would it be in the lake at all? It's a fucking lake. You wouldn't need a boat at all. You could just walk around. Whatever. Where's the quill?
The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied.
Okay. How did it end up in Lake Honrick? I mean, why did he even be on it?
I had Vald meet the caravan from Winterhold on the western end of the lake, so he could avoid the roads. The idiot got lost in the mist and ran his boat right over some rocks, sending it straight to the bottom. He's too stupid to remember where he was, and any attempt I've made to find it in the past has been unsuccessful.
Any ideas where?
Vald said his rowboat struck some rocks. I'd check under the water near one of the small islands in the lake. Perhaps you should start at the docks and work your way out towards Golden Glow Estate. Out of my way.
What did you want to know?
You see those warriors from...
Right. So that's all the information you get and how to find it. The other bit of information it gives you is the Quill of Gemination lets you write in the handwriting of someone else. Basically, it's the ultimate forgery pen. It lets you use other people's handwriting flawlessly. Imagine that when you're signing a document. Or writing up a, say, piece of paper that says you're allowed to, you have purchased their land, and it's in their handwriting that they're handing over the land to you. It would have made our task of becoming Jarl much simpler, but unfortunately for Vald, he lost it. So one of the small islands near, on the way to Golden Glow. And what do we have here? It's been down here for 2 years, at least. So basically, the Quill of Gemination has been down here 2 years, not been able to find it, and suddenly I just come along and find it. Yep. Dragonborn powers at its best.
If it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral...
Yes, it is in the Slayer Glenmore Witches, because I'm currently a thief, an assassin. I want to know what Delvin means about the betrayal of the Dark Brotherhood.
What do you need, my friend?
What happened between the Feast Guild and the Dark Brotherhood that makes Delvin resent them so? I would love to have their character for
You could say
100%
the
spell
Rathway is the
absorption.
city under the city. Dark, dangerous, and no place for decent folk.
My title is just a formality. I've always been in charge around here.
Yeah, I have your quill.
Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Vald. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
What did you want to know?
It's okay.
Best offense is a
So he's still got the debt, he's just absolved from it. In other words, if he does something stupid, she will collect it. You know, yeah, so if he pisses her off, she'll still come and collect the debt, otherwise...
What was that? Thought I heard something.
Dude! You gotta be seriously kidding me, dude. I just absolved your debt for you and you're like, fuck you. I think it's, I took one fucking step too far into the garden. And he's like, no, get out! And I'm like, hey dude, I've absolved your debt. He's like, no, get out! You should be allowed to just walk in and talk to him as soon as the debt is absolved.
This is Mercer Frey's place, and he don't like visitors. Now go away.
I have something of yours actually.
Of mine? What is it?
It's your debt with Maven.
I can't believe it. How'd you talk her into this? Never mind, I don't care. I'm just glad I don't got to work for Maven anymore. Here, you did me a favor. I guess I owe you one.
Got to remember it's closer to the target this time. Right, so I can kill anybody I want in this mansion. I have permission. And they're all bandits anyway. So I have no issues with just walking up and... stabby stabby.
Go to the college, Doc. Use your smarts, he said. Yeah, like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant.
Right, that's where we're supposed to go, that door, so I'm going to go over here and... stabby McStabby him. Get down here, there's nothing here, and you're like, oh no, what can I do? Where should I go? And oh, why? Why, Mercer, why is this all you have in your house? The pains, the horrors, the agony. Okay, I'll just boot this cabinet into fucking shit. I'll just bang my fucking... There's something behind here! Yeah, how are you supposed to roleplay that? Like... Okay, no... Durr. False panels and back cupboard. I automatically know that. Get out of my way, you. Oh, that's a quest I never did in Oblivion. Get children. Yeah, the bust of the Grey Fox is Celtic Elven. And there's... is it one more thing to get? To complete the Litany of Larceny? Or is it just a safe to complete the Litany of Larceny? Guild Hall. In order to either a safe escape to go straight to the guild.
Huh?
Hey Delvin.
Talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer.
Found this bust of the Grey Fox, worth it?
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the Grey Fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are.
Okay, and I finished that special Windhelm job.
Torsten was gratified the death of his daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too. Should send a clear message to the Somerset Shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. The guild's at full strength, and we have you to thank for it. We've had our share of dark times, and now they seem like a distant memory. I'm gonna tell you something. When you walk through the guild,
Second time we said
don't
it.
be ashamed to hold your head high, because you're the
Oh,
best.
Cornelia, we have the guild armor now.
Well, looks like... Of course. Your new piece will enhance your... Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking... Okay, there you go. There's no doubt Mercer will make for the borders of Skyrim. I hope you find him before he escapes our grasp.
Yeah, I've struck a deal with Rustad, by the way.
Yeah, good. Good job. Here, let me give you something for all the legwork.
Right, and now
I've got coin and I've got merchandise.
she has 5,000
Let's see
gold
what we
because my
can do.
perk with the Master Trader. She has an extra 1,000 on top of the 4,000 she has as a fence, with all the guild fully unlocked. What we've got to sell you? Whatever.
If you find Mercer, give no quarter. Kill him and be done with it.
Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer.
Punishment's too good for Mercer.
Right, so what we got to do here? See Delvin about the jobs, that's fine. See
The only
Brownrelf.
penalty for his betrayal is death.
Those two there are the two new additions to the guild for unlocking all those things. One's a Morag Tong assassin who's hiding in the Dark Brotherhood. The other's just some guy Vex met in the road and beat up.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
He wasn't there, but I found his plans.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
Then we have to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet.
Yep, becoming nightingales.
Do anything for you? Or one
Dipper, the fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after a Becky.
Yeah, Connor, stupid cow will help.
Now, lad, Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until
But
a
you're
new
the one
guildmaster
everyone's
is
falling
chosen,
over.
the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
It's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riftwood, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside.
Need
At
something?
the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
Okay.
Good to see you again, friend.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. So I left before them and they'll still get there before me. Don't worry about it. That's the way this game works. So after I become a Nightingale, we'll end the episode and that'll be it for this week. Next week we'll go kill Mercer and then we'll take the key to the Twilight Sepulchre, and from there we'll go do the Dark Brotherhood shit. Which from this point is to kill the fake Emperor set up by Astrid, turn to the Sanctuary, kill the fucking Princess of Calatis, and then we go to the new Sanctuary and we tell Fuckface that the job's still on, and we go to his boat and kill him. Yeah, so there's not much to do. I can get that done next week. And then from there it's the Dragonborn. No, it's this way. This way. Stone. I was aiming at the standing stone. There we go.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside. We've come to
Oops.
seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
What kind of edge? Oops.
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. This way, please.
And everybody walking by just does not notice this big stone door sliding aside and letting us in here.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business.
No, so I don't get a say in any of this conversation at all.
This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I don't want Nightingale armor.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor.
I'm not hesitant, I am just following you, you daft woman. Right, well the Nightingale armour is worse than I'm currently wearing, so that's one reason to be hesitant about it. Fucking Batman outfit here. I am the Batman. Batman!
I think we should trust the
Batman!
lass and take the deal.
I've already taken the deal. Look at me. In the cloaked Batman here. Nightingale! Nightingale!
We
Nightingale!
should trust the lass and take the deal.
That's what somebody should do, is retexture the Nightingale outfits into Batman.
Okay, lass, we've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not gonna die anyway. I'm like mortal corpus.
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
I can't pull this chain. This puny Nightingale armor prevents me pulling this chain. My hands are too puny. I'm not speaking to you. I'm waiting for you to pull the fucking chain.
Let's get this show on the road.
We'll
Right.
speak when the oath is complete.
I am not trying to speak to you, you daft fucking woman. Yahoo! Nocturnal, you remember me? Yeah, I was in Citadel 200 years ago, and I got your skeleton key back for you. Nocturnal?
I call upon
Oh,
you,
your
Lady
eye.
Nocturnal,
The eye back. Can you give me the
Queen of
skeleton key?
Murk, an Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle.
So here's the
And in
question.
the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Whoa. You let Mercer into the sanctuary, and you're complaining at us. Fucking bitch. I mean, like, an all-powerful Jedic Lord, and she's complaining at us because she didn't protect the sanctuary. What the fuck you? You let Mercer in. You should know what it was like.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
He's done more?
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key. By doing this,
That's mine.
he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door.
Well, yes. But the key isn't only... All of us possess untapped abilities. The potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless.
Well, seems like no one should have had it then. But we never had those fucking powers when I had it.
Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just
200 years ago, I had the
power.
fucking key and didn't do that.
If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for them. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence. And whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
First time I ever set out to turn something.
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Let's go.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Alright, you're no guild leadership.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild.
Why tell me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
What about you, dude?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
I don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
Fine.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details.
I've already done that bit.
Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Let's get to it.
I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Found. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Until next we meet.
Yeah, I'm getting this shit off though. I'm getting my armor on, which is much more suited to the task of annihilating Mercer. Alright, so that'll be it for today's episode. Next week we'll be back, and well, next week's episodes, you'll be Monday, that'll be 3 days away for you. For me, it's next week to record it, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'll see you then. And we'll get on, like I said, we'll do the Thieves Guild, finish it off, then we'll finish off the Dark Brotherhood, and then all will be left is Dragonborn. Yep, everything will be left will be in Solstein. And a lot of other people and Ayla. That's the only two we'll have left. Clear that out. This is the one that I had Arkanfan, the cave there, and the camp there we'll get all in one go. Because that's part of that quest. So see you all then. Bye bye.